As I said earlier, this evening we're going to have Street Beef's very own The Magician. And I'm going to give a few people a chance to get online here and see what we got going on. What's going on, Wolf? Thank you for tuning in to watch. Actually, I knew you would be watching. Oh, man. And sorry for me being a little late, guys. Like I said, sometimes life just comes calling. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, let me get set up here. And before anybody finds it offensive, I'm sorry because I do got a few people in my, I'm very cannabis friendly. And if you don't like that, go fuck yourself. That's about how I feel about it. I'm just so kidding, but no, really. Go find a closet and go fuck yourself. It's my show. My way, my life. I know. I remember the first time I ever heard you do that, dog. That was wild. But hey, it's a signature thing. People know what it is. Alright, there we go. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to have The Magician. Let's see here. I just accepted it and everything, so I'm waiting. There we go. Accept.
Yo,
good evening.
What's good?
What's going on, Wild Man? Thank you so much for taking the time to be able to take time out of your day to be able to spend just a few minutes with me, with a little old fella like me, just to be able to talk. I greatly, greatly do appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. I'm just tired. Came up from training, you know what I'm saying? Just, exhausted.
I do get it, believe it. I do get it. I understand wholeheartedly and everything. I really do. All right, so we're going to start with a couple of the little, very basic questions and everything. First off, who are you and where are you from, man? What's your hometown? Who you rep?
I'm the Magician, man. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, got you.
From Brooklyn, you know. I have an accent, so,
Hey, don't feel bad. I got this little southern accent, so, you have to overlook my accent.
It's all good, man. I love boxing, man. Boxing is my life.
Absolutely.
And I want to say something. People, when I say I overqualify for Rough and Rowdy.
Understood. Yeah, man. The floor is yours.
It doesn't mean I'm better than people that are around for Rowdy. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's where people get it fucked up. I don't fight for 1 minute. I fight for 2-3 minute rounds.
Hey,
so
I get it.
Doing that shit while you're broadening out for that 1 minute, I'm just countering. But with all due respect, I respect every fighter that steps in the ring, regardless if it's rough and rowdy, tough man, whatever.
Absolutely, and I greatly appreciate that.
It's not easy. What's going on, Orthodox?
Absolutely, I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, for those who actually know me in real life, I'm really nothing, and I don't mean to put it this way. When I say I'm nothing more than a tough man competitor, I was a late bloomer in life. That's all it was. And tough man contests and single matches and stuff, that's as far as I've made with it and everything. But as I'm also starting to learn, I'm having a pretty good time doing fighter interviews too. So, that's
they're pretty good. I seen your interviews, man. They're pretty good, man. Everybody does their thing, every fighter and every person that does the interview, man. It's cool, man. It's honestly cool. It makes the fighting community come closer together. We get to know each other.
Absolutely.
Regardless,
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, to a lot of the people, I love telling people whenever they ask me, they're like, "Oh, James, are you a boxer?" And I have to explain to them, like, you know what I mean?
You just enjoy the atmosphere and enjoy the sport.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because even a tough man scored on a 10-point scoring system, just like boxing is. But like I said, there are some people like me who are just kind of hanging around in tough man, and then you got other people who are venturing out a little bit farther into the world whenever they finally do take on their first USA amateur boxing matches, because that's the gateway.
It's a different world. It's a whole different world.
It is. Much deeper water.
I like swimming.
Absolutely. I'm still learning to swim. So like I said, I'm a master of none, but I'm a pupil of all. So, all right. So what was it like for you growing up in your state, man? It seems like everybody from up north has got a different story.
Oh, man, that shit was crazy, man. Like I said, I was born in the heart of Brooklyn, man. Like, that shit is not sweet, man. It was not sweet. You grew up around, best friends, in gangs. So, like, by association, you had opposition. You know what I'm saying?
Totally understand. They're here in Charlotte, too, by the way. Just take my word for it.
So, oh no, I believe that's everywhere. But you know, Brooklyn, it's. I'm not saying anywhere else it's not tough. You know what I'm saying? Because anywhere everywhere is tough. But
Absolutely.
Brooklyn is different. You know what I'm saying? It's very very different. Don't look at 6ix9ine and think that that's how Brooklyn is. Uh-uh.
Hey, it's
That motherfucker was raised at home. He wasn't raised in the street. So don't let that shit get twisted.
understood, understood. If there was ever the only other person that can think off the top of my head that I think was originally from Brooklyn, New York, is actually another local fighter here from around our area, Tony Loco Soto. Now he just had his BKFC second fight, and I think he actually won by way of knockout in the second round.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude is a monster. I was very fortunate to
He
be able
got
to.
swag, huh? He got swag when he fight.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a hard man to mimic. He really is. If you get a chance, if you haven't heard of him, it won't be long before you do. Definitely take a look at Tony Loco Soto. I'm telling you, he's worth looking at. Definitely worth
What
looking
is he,
at.
heavyweight? Yeah, heavyweight.
You know what? I want to say this guy probably walks around at a $160 or better, and then cuts to about 155-ish, somewhere around there.
Oh,
So
okay, that's not a bad cut.
my first time I was ever fortunate, and I say fortunate enough, I call it fortunate whenever I'm able to catch people at their very tail end of their amateur careers. And, there are some amateur boxers that still like to dabble a little bit with, some of these bigger, more amped up tough man contests. I was very fortunate to be able to see firsthand. We had a tough man contest in Huntersville, North Carolina, and I got there late. And I found myself, after when I got there late, I didn't have a chance to weigh in and everything. And
Right.
I see this little Latino guy and everything, and I'm a little taller than him, and he's a little beefier than me. But when I first looked at him, I'm like, because I had never heard of him. I didn't know no better. This is proof to me how God is very real. He made me late, so I did not have to face that man. Like, really, I promise you. And naturally, he went on to win the contest in the finals that night, and it was in extreme fashion. And when I say extreme,
like brutal, like brutal, like
literally, okay, like it was actually a really good fight. He actually wound up facing what is now to be a local MMA fighter here from Gastonia, North Carolina, Gabe Muscat. One big name gym that we have right here in the Southeast is called Jimmo Tribe. I can think of a few names that are training out of there. Taylor Starling, I think, goes and gets some training there. Tony Loco Soto, he goes and gets some training there. I don't want to butcher this guy's last name because he could literally slap my taste buds across the parking lot. But Impa, I want to say Sangase.
Sangase Impa.
Yeah, his name is Impa. Anyway, he's had a UFC debut. He comes out.
Cool.
Oh yeah, man! Like I said, there's a lot of talent here in the Southeast, just as well there is in the northern region and everything. That's the reason why I try to get out and cover some of these stuff because, there was a point in time before I ever made the decision to take the bell myself. I was a fan. I'm a fan of fighting, man. I just am. And
me too, bro. Look, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, bro. I hate getting hit. You know what I'm saying? People call me a boring fighter. Like, remember, I could take a punch.
Oh, I could accuse that myself. But
believe me, I'm coming back with 5 extra punches back. But we got people in the chat right now talking crazy and whatnot. But that's just white noise. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that. I get it.
That's just white noise.
You deal with it however you deal with it.
Right now in the chat. I mean, he said he joined the King of the Mountain because of me and Gorilla, but he don't realize that he has to face what's his face in the first round. I forgot his name, but he's nice. He's nice, bro. He's nice. But I mean, why are you overlooking your opponent that you have now? Yeah, Gibson. There you go, Gibson. There you go. Thank you, One Eye. Gibson's not no slouch. He's not. I mean, if Gibson has his cardio, he's not no slouch. So I think he's gonna give One Eye Wolf a fight, and it's gonna be a fight.
Understood.
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for a fight, man. I like to watch.
And and me, I'm just a boxer. I don't hate nobody. They say they hate me. That's cool. That's cool, but you can't hate the player. You gotta hate the game. I'm just stylistically, I'm a better
And,
fighter.
and a game it is. A
You
game
know,
it
it's not.
is.
I'm just a boxer. This is what I live for. This is what I'll die for.
Understood. And that's
So
very respectable that you put it that way, actually.
and I'm not here to tell people mom to eat a dick. I'm not like that, bro. I let my hands do the speaking. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fair
I'm
play.
a boring fighter, but just because you see me on Street Beefs and other organizations going easy, that's not how I fight. That's not how I actually fight. I'm actually a pressure fighter.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
legitimately a pressure fighter, bro. Believe it or
I,
not.
I'll tell you what. Let's back it up a little bit because I do got a list of questions that I do. I try to do my homework
Oh,
on everybody that I
oh,
invite to
absolutely,
do
absolutely.
interview with. Street beefs. What got you there?
Oh, Street Beefs, man. So it was like, so I fought in the 2017 Golden Gloves. Unfortunately, I lost. You know, I didn't quit. I didn't quit boxing. I took a break. I had a daughter. I had a daughter. So I was
Understood.
more focused on my boxing than I was with my family. You know what I'm saying? So I actually took the time and making sure that my family was secure first. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
respectable.
So
That's
3 years
respectable.
later, I saw Street Beefs. I'm like, let me give it a try. Why not? I've
Now,
been
how long
at it
ago was
now
this,
for
if you don't mind my asking, as far as the time frame, how long ago was it that you discovered what street beefs was?
oh damn, it's like damn, it's Golden
Going to be a
Gloves.
little bit.
Like 2018, because I started talking to Scarface around there, and I started talking to Scarface around there. Like, I want to go, want to go, want to go. I just had to save up money to go there and whatnot. But
Understood. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
but I made sure that I went there. I put on a good show. I put on a good
Absolutely.
show. Unfortunately, the person that I fought first, he, when Street Beefs, people like to lie about how many fights they have in their experience, and not just Street Beefs, but in other organizations. You know what I'm saying? Even the King of the Mountain. It don't matter. Even you see in the pros too. People say, oh, people say in the pros too that they lie about
I
the
could preach
resumes.
a whole service on that, man. Normally, and this is just the way I go about stuff. We all know about the database, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, the database.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm fortunate enough, and I do mean fortunate enough, if somebody calls me out or if I have an interest in the fight, the first thing I'm doing is going to Tapology and I'm looking. And I will say this, their records are not up to date by far.
Right.
Like
Oh yeah,
not
yeah,
even
for
by far.
sure, for sure. But
I
but
don't
you
know
could
who's
but you
right.
could tell. Look, the thing is, you could tell a person experience by their first punch. If you've been doing this for look, if you've been a fighter for so long, when you've been around world champions, Olympians, high level professional fighters, you know the level of fighters that's around you just based off the first punch. That's
Sorry, but
called
I am
fucking
cannabis
striking.
friendly. Like I said, I like to at least preface and let folks know. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah, there you go.
I understand what you're saying with that though. People do feel the need to try to sneak into certain contests, even regardless if it's an actual boxing tournament or a tough man. Even got MMA tournaments that are actually starting to pop up, like actual MMA tourneys that are popping up.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem like a whole lot of people really want to fess up to what their real profession is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
all right, a good question that I would really specifically like to also ask you, what was that defining moment for you that when you said, I don't want to be in the crowd no more? Was there a fight that you saw, or was there just a movement in your heart? I mean, what was the real drive there?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. So I started when I was like 14 years old,
Heard that.
But my first professional fight that I've seen was Bernard Hopkins versus Cloud and the
Word.
Bartender.
Got you, got you, got you.
Yeah,
Understood, all
yeah.
right.
But
Definitely, man.
it's funny. Like they say that what I'm saying is boring, but I'm talking as a boxer, not as an entertainer. I entertain with my hands, Trailer Park. Please understand that. And I'm not look. I respect you for stepping in the ring, Trailer Park. But as a boxer, when I see you slugging it out, that's just called brain damage. I'm sorry.
I can't say nothing because I've taken some head trauma, and it's not hard to find that video
And
either.
that
You
shit
know what I'm
sucks. That
saying?
shit sucks. No, I mean, like, like, the thing is, I'm not disrespecting nobody.
Oh,
I'm not.
absolutely.
I'm not
I don't
because
think that either.
because when I comment on your post, right?
Yes, sir.
All I said was I overqualified. I never said that anybody in Ralph Rowdy sucks. They came at me.
I get it. I get it and
You
everything.
know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't say anything wrong. Now I'm going to defend myself as a boxer and exploit you on your punches. All I'm saying is the way you punch, you're not going to hit me. That's all I'm
Understood.
saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me how people are going to actually talk shit not being in the same level as me.
I get that. And I like to think you're always going to have naysayers no matter where you go. It doesn't
Oh,
matter what profession or what sport. None of that matters, dude. Like I said, often I've told some people, I don't know if you caught any of my broadcasts last night, but believe it or not, it's a very unsung sport, but it is an Olympic gateway. At a point in time in my life, I was a pro inline speed skater. The idea was to be an Olympic hopeful and then transfer to ice. At a point, I was number 10 in the United States. You would think for a bunch of idiots running around in spandex, you wouldn't think there'd be that much junk talk, but man, I also took that same attitude with me whenever I made a decision that, hey, I want to fight. And it was something I had to just dive into. I'm one of these people that I don't half-ass anything per se. I'm
no,
going
for sure.
the whole way and everything. And that's how the world got to meet me back in 2018. Now, as far as what your goals are, go for it. Go for it.
I apologize. I'm so sorry about that.
Hey, dude, you got the floor. Don't need to apologize.
No. I apologize for that. I apologize for that.
Nah, you good, man. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Life comes calling. But as far as all right, so we already kind of know what we already kind of know where your defining moment was. What is your end goal? What is the real goal that you got that you absolutely just you can't help but fantasize about? Where are you fighting? Whom are you fighting?
I mean, first and foremost, I want to go pro. Eventually, I'll love to one day, be world champion, and hopefully, that I get to open up my own gym and help the community out. For the kids
Absolutely.
that are in trouble and whatnot. That's how I started with boxing. You know what I'm
Understood.
saying? That's how I started with boxing. I went to a free gym, the Teddy Atlas Cops and Kids. You probably heard. Look, you probably heard of these fighters. Chris Colbert, Nikita Bailey. Right now, he actually hangs out with Jake Paul and all of them and whatnot.
Oh, I know who you're talking about,
Yeah,
Nikita,
yeah,
the other white boy.
yeah. I trained with. I
Dude,
swear to God, I trained with him, bro. Bruce
that's
Bruce
what's up.
Carrington. Bruce Carrington. He right now he has the knockout of the year right now. Um, I'm actually 26. One Eye Wolf. Um, yeah. Even if if I was 40 years old, I would still beat your ass in boxing.
Ooh, look, ladies and gentlemen, we got smoke on the water. Finally.
I mean, and I'm not being disrespectful. Yes, I'm a track star, but you got to catch me first.
I can
I'm
respect
sorry.
that. I get that.
People, you know what people used to call Floyd Mayweather a runner, but like, sorry that you couldn't hit him. I mean, that's not his fault.
Yeah, I get exactly what
Boxing,
you're saying.
boxing takes skill. Like when you want to actually box, when you bobbing and weaving, countering, that shit takes skill. That
It's a
shit takes
craft.
energy. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
craft. Yeah, it's a craft. To say the least, it's a craft. And I'm gonna be
Look,
honest with
he
you.
says I got T-Rex arms. I may have T-Rex arms. I look. Who cares? Who cares? But look, one thing I'm gonna say to you is, you will never see my jab. You will never see my jab.
All right.
My jab.
All
Look,
right.
I got speed. You call me fat boy. You call me T-Rex arms. But when you can't see my punches, you can't blame me. You gotta blame yourself.
These are deep messages, folks. I'm so serious.
Hey,
Like,
no. The thing is, listen, look, I have no hate towards him. He hates me. That's what he said. He hates me. He dislikes me.
yeah,
Those
I
are
don't
hard
think he
words.
hates you. I don't think
Those
he
are
hates
hard.
you.
Those are hard words. You know what I'm saying? Those are hard words.
It is a hard word.
You know, but the thing is, that's a lot of energy that he's already wasting before he even gets in the ring. You know what I'm
And you know
saying?
what?
Like you're gonna go, like you're gonna go in there trying to kill me for a game that you have 2 more rounds. I trained for 10+ rounds. I actually spar.
I get it.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
right there with you. I understand. I
So
do
like
understand.
I just don't understand a guy like Wolf, the person that ducked Scarface. He ducked him.
Ooh,
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm getting mixed. Okay. This is just only because of what I know for a fact my eyeballs saw, and I know for a fact what these great, big, ugly ears of mine heard. The reason why I say this, send him the contract. Ooh, that's stout.
Orthodox. He's in the same tournament as me, right? He's in the same tournament as me, right? He is lucky he's not in the bracket as me. He's lucky.
Actually, okay, I'm an outsider whenever it comes. Are
Yeah.
you assuming? I'm assuming you're talking about King of the Mountain, right?
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit on that for me? What's it like fighting with those folks, and how do they structure what they do? If you don't mind my asking.
Well, it's like pretty much every 6 weeks. I believe you fight every 6 weeks. It's been my first time fighting with them, and I like that. I like that every 6 weeks because, like I said before, I'm trying to be a professional fighter. I want to be a professional fighter. Hopefully, I'll become a world champion. And every 6 weeks, when you're a professional fighter, that's when you technically fight. But One Night Wolf don't know nothing about that. He never trained around world champions. He never trained around Olympians. He never got hit by a fucking professional fighter at the end of his fucking life. He won a fucking simple belt, but by a guy that we don't even know. You don't barely even know. And now he thinks he's hot shit because he got a belt.
Like I said,
You know what I could do? I could be a bully in boxing. I could literally go to his promotion where he won his belt and take his belt like it's a fucking candy, bro.
I mean, what's the Lord really laying on your heart? You know,
Look, that's if he takes the fight. That's if he takes the fight. He said he ducks no one.
All right. Well, if I may ask, and because the reason why I say this is because James Pugh, the one that everybody knows as Trailer Park, he made a really good point last night, and I didn't even realize the point that he made until I rewatched both of my videos that I made last night.
Yeah.
Just because, okay, it's clear that that Wolf wouldn't mind to fight you, and I don't think you would necessarily mind to fight him. How would that actually go about? Would you, as a fighter, bring that to King of the Mountain? Because it sounds like that would be ultimately the closer of the two, or would it be something that you would hit them up about or whatnot? Because
whatever. I mean, it could be after King of the Mountain, or during. If he wins or loses. But if I'm gonna fight him at King of the Mountain, he better make it to the finals. I'm right now. I'm not trying to take anybody's I'm not trying to take anybody's credit, their skill wise. I'm just well prepared in my mind. I know my skill. That I'm surpassing King of the Mountain. I'm already thinking about being a professional fighter. And that's not me being cocky, it's me being confident. See, that's the difference. That's the difference, When you want to be successful, you gotta, okay, I gotta go through my obstacles. I gotta keep pushing forward. But when you have haters like this, like One Night Wolf, that doesn't understand what it is to be an actual fighter, doing 6 rounds, doing 12 rounds, 15 rounds of sparring. Never a day in his life he did 6 rounds.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I said, I have zero room to judge anybody. Look, the last time I sparred, which really was not that long ago, I'm gonna be honest with you. about the time the sixth and seventh come around, like I felt like the bum that I last looked like. I actually felt that way.
Oh,
So,
no. I mean, that's just, we all been there. You know, we all been there.
I
You
get
know
it.
what I'm saying? I've been there. You know, I've been there. You know, it was one time I couldn't even do 3 rounds.
I get that. Yeah,
You
I do
know,
remember that. Whenever I very first started taking any kind of training, um, yeah. Anyway, long story short, yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from with that. So I
you,
can relate
you,
to that.
you know, and like I said, he never done 6 rounds fights. I mean, I fought Franco. I mean, he said, well, I forgot what he said, that we look like two fat seals or whatnot. But we did 6 rounds. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
know what?
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
they were
it was,
y'all. Those were y'all's rounds to do. Nobody else's too. I will say that. I do
like
understand
that
that
was
part.
fight of the night. And shout out to Franco. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him because like that shit wasn't easy. 6 rounds wasn't easy. That was my first time ever doing 6 rounds. And ever since I did those 6 rounds, I doubled that in my sparring.
Hey, hats off to you on that, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like, and it just goes to show how every single human being differs from one another and everything. Everybody that's in this conversation that can hear mine and yours voices, I'm
Mm-hmm.
willing to bet not a damn one of us train the same way. Nor
Oh,
do we react to the training the same way. You know what I'm saying? I try. That's the reason why I don't. Just curious, nationality. Going in the blind, I'm gonna try to answer that. I'm gonna say Rican. I'm gonna say Rican.
it's not hard to do 6 rounds. Actually, it is hard to do 6 rounds when it's not a minute. When it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes up, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not trying to take away credit from guys from Rough Rowdy, Tough Man, because that shit is hard. Okay, it's hard to do 1 minute brawling out. You know, when you go in there brawling out,
Oh yeah.
there's no technique. There's no technique. Okay,
And
so
the reason why, and I want to shed just a pinch of light about that, like I said, in my mindset, if I remember correctly how the story was given to me
mhm.
about how Rough and Rowdy Brawl was created, this could be false because of who it come from at the time, but at the same time, it could very well be true because of the amount of fights this person had with them. Rough
Yeah,
and Rowdy Brawl was spawned from an ex-pro wrestler, and we already know the deal about pro wrestling,
yeah.
who was very great friends with an ex-Golden Glove boxer.
Right.
They wanted you to run your mouth, but actually fight the bastard that you're going to run your mouth to and everything.
Right. No,
And
and,
you
and
got to
it's
think,
cool. I like Rough and Rowdy. It's hilarious. It's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like when you look when you chilling with your friends, you could go on YouTube, pop up Rough and Rowdy fights. It's entertaining. I ain't gonna
absolutely.
lie.
And that's half the fun of it and everything. But like I said, I have noticed that there are some guys who let it all go to their heads. I could definitely, I got, I definitely got friends of mine that watch it and everything. And whenever they see some of these guys from R&R, they're like, oh my God, what a character that they are. What they don't know at home is that you have to be that character. You
Yeah.
absolutely have to. You ain't got no choice. Otherwise, you
You get
might
your
get in
ass
the show
beat.
one time, but it definitely ain't going to be twice.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's cool. I fuck with I fuck with the entertainment. You
Oh,
know,
absolutely.
we're all entertainers, regardless if I'm a boring fighter, but you gotta beat me though. You see what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
get that. I know
It's like with
exactly where
Floyd
you're at on
Mayweather.
that.
You know, when he broke his hand, he had to switch up his style,
Yep.
and it didn't matter if you liked him or hated him. You always paid for his pay-per-views to watch him lose.
Yeah, sure enough, actually. I haven't heard any lies detected out of you tonight. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, just because I'm
I speak. Look, all I do is speak facts, but it's not to hurt his feelings, my feelings, your feelings. It's the simple fact that I'm on a different level, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a different
I get
level,
it.
and the thing is, One Night Wolf is not understanding that. You know, I live this shit. I lost my family for this shit.
Understood. With that,
So, so like when we fight, when you see me fighting on street beefs, that's just the magician chilling, working on stuff. But when you see the magician actually fucking fight, that's a whole different motherfucker.
I tell you what, I got a decision I got to make here.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk specifically, and I've seen this in other threads where I know that you and him have not seen this and everything about how bad they do want to see y'all fight. later this week, if the two of you have the time, I would like to host about a 15-minute live with the both of you. Now we would
That's
have to
cool.
do it,
Hey,
and
look. I went live with him before on Facebook, and
yes,
he was quiet 80% of the time because I was speaking facts. Is that what I'm saying? I was speaking facts. I wasn't there trying to hurt his feelings. I was just trying to let him know the reality of boxing. The reality of boxing.
it's a humbling sport, man. Like I
It
said,
is. You have to be humble. You look. You can't go to. You cannot actually. No, he was. Yes, I was. Everybody's seen it, sir. Everybody's seen it. And I don't. And look, the thing is, Wolf. I'm not like you. I don't tell people to go. I don't tell people to for their moms to suck your dick. That's just not respectful.
I'm not gonna lie
Character.
about that. I'm not gonna lie, and I see a
That's
lot
just
of this
not
type
cool.
of.
That's just. I mean, like it doesn't offend me. I'll laugh at you. I'll laugh at you because now you have to be about that in the ring.
I
You know what I'm
got
saying?
you.
Weights don't help you out with boxing. It
And this is
actually goes
another
against you.
reason why I would love to be able to have the both of you on at the same time, and I'm sure that he would not mind to do it and everything.
It,
I know that
you,
he wouldn't. But
the thing is, Wolf, I don't care if you respect me or not. I don't care about that. I'm gonna respect you for stepping in the ring with me, but if you don't respect me, that's on you because you just got your ass beat. Now you gotta humble yourself on that loss.
I tell you what, we're going to stop it right here because we're already at 30 minutes right here, and this right here would be the perfect time. If I were writing a book and you guys were writing the words for me, what's been said right here is going to be well enough to make me want to read the next chapter.
Yeah.
Can we both agree with that? Wolf,
That's
you cool
cool.
with this?
Absolutely. Hey,
I
all I
think we're
know
going to
is
need a
he's
part
gonna
two.
be. All I know is he's gonna be disrespectful. I'm just gonna laugh at him. I just look. All I'm gonna say to you is, good luck, One Eye Wolf, on your first round against Gibson. If you make it through, you have to go through Gorilla. Okay, and if you make it through there, hopefully you make it to the finals and we meet each other there.
And you know what? That's pretty solid. Can't nobody really be
Hey,
mad about.
and I told Chase, if I make it to the finals, it's gonna be 5 rounds of motherfucking boxing.
Well, I tell you what, for the sake of the time, I'm gonna leave it right there because I think this would be a perfect time to be able to get ready for everybody else to listen to the next chapter of this.
Bet.
Absolutely, because like I said, in multiple threads that I've seen both of your names dropped, and I'm pretty positive these are threads you're not seeing. I mean, because otherwise I know that both of you would stick up for yourselves if you had to say anything. So a lot of people are wanting to see you guys fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, after hearing from you, I've already heard from Rob a couple of times. I'm invested now as a fan to see this fight.
Of course.
I am. I really am. And with that being said, hopefully, I would like to be able to try to get you guys together. All three of us sit down and have a talk sometime this week, if that's a doable thing.
That's cool. I'm with it. And I know he's with it too. So it's mutual.
Absolutely. Like I said, I appreciate the both of you sitting here and having just taking a chance and taking the time to talk to me and everything. You seem like a pretty cool dude, man, and I definitely wish you many blessings and everything with your training and your traveling and everything.
Everybody in the chat, even him, man. I only hope good for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Absolutely.
a boxer. I'm not that street dude how I used to be. I'm not that dude no more. I'm not.
I heard that, man. Well, I think we're going to be able to safely be able to say this would be a decent stopping point for us because I'm sure everybody else is going to want to be able to hear you guys pick this back up sometime in the week. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take a second to thank everybody. Also, do you have any gym that you want to shout out for Instagram or anything?
Oh yeah, shout out to Dark Side, Laying Hands, IBG Boxing. Every of my team, everybody, my teammates, my homies from Street Beefs. Shout out to everybody, all my supporters. My girlfriend,
Absolutely.
my town, Brooklyn. Shout out to everybody, y'all.
Hey, and like I said, shout out to you for taking the time to talk to me, man. Like, it's not even that I'm anybody in the sports world whatsoever, but I like
it's a stepping stone. You know,
I'll-
it is what it
well,
is.
I like the mentality of being for the fighter, by the fighter, and everything. Me as a fighter, I would like to be able to know what kind of questions to be able to ask you guys and whatnot, and be able to actually
For
make it
sure.
interesting, get to the nitty gritty. But man, I definitely appreciate you so much for sitting and shooting the shit with me, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, for
Not
sure,
everybody
bro.
takes the time to do that. Anyway, everybody, I want to thank you so much for another great episode here on You Got Action. Make sure to follow and subscribe. Give both of us a follow. Everybody that's in the conversation, even when I will.
Even you want to follow me, I'll follow back.
Yeah,
I'll follow
absolutely.
back.
Anyway, to everybody watching, thank you so much, and y'all have a wonderful evening, and blessed be.
All right, later.